Hey guys, it's Katie. Glad you could be here. Well, first of all, let me say, yes, I am doing lips and eyes today. You're not supposed to do, both at the same time, whatever. Honestly, I'm getting over food poisoning. And so when I did my makeup, I was like, well, if a little is good. And then this is what happened. Yeah, it's just the worst. Like, the worst. And I have a lot to live for, but around 3 a.m. I start praying for sweet death because it's like, dear God, I cannot throw up anymore. Anyway, let me get into my favorites. I'm sorry, that's probably TMI. Let's talk about makeup. Okay, so I think I forgot to say this is my September favorites. And again, it's probably October. It's like my life anyway. I'm usually like 5 minutes late to everywhere I go. This will be 5 days late. So that's just, I've kind of come to terms with that. Anyway, so the first product is the Dollish Cera-V CC cream. And this is by Lioele. And this is a Korean CC cream. And I'll link everything down below in the description box. But this is what I've been using basically on days when I haven't been using the Urban Decay All Nighter. This is just a lighter, easier to apply kind of base, and I put it on if I don't want to use something as expensive as the All Nighter for every day. So this is about $16. I got it off Amazon. It's got a lot of beneficial things in it. It's got ceramide. It's super moisturizing. It's supposed to be brightening. It's SPF 34. Pretty specific. It is also high coverage, especially for a CC cream. It's kind of like that rare CC cream like the It Cosmetics CC cream where it's got a lot of coverage. It's one of those things where it's a universal tint, so it looks white or gray, and then you rub it in and it kind of blends into your skin. I really love the coverage of this, and even though it is moisturizing, it actually hangs in there. Of course, I do get more dewy than with like a real oil absorbing, long lasting kind of foundation, but for every day it's a really good thing to have on hand. If you're just going to be out running errands, you got your SPF, everything's quick in here. If you're just trying to even out your skin tone real quick before you go somewhere, and not even do anything else, this is a great option because it really does look like skin. Now it does make your skin uber dewy. That's what's very popular in Korea right now, is it's like literally the wet look, and I have to powder it down, but then once you powder it down, it kind of gives you like a lit from within kind of glow. It's actually really nice, and the glow doesn't add to the oil, so it's not like because it's dewy it breaks down easily. Okay, so let me show you what it looks like. I'm just going to put a pump on the back of my hand. So it comes out, as you can see, like it comes out white or grayish kind of tint to it. And then you just blend it in and it just adapts to the color of your skin. And it really leaves like a beautiful sheen. And usually I don't care for that. I feel like that like accentuates the texture on my face. But somehow the light reflection in this like does the opposite. Like I feel it actually minimizes it. It just leaves a beautiful glow, and it is like super dewy again, but you can powder it down and it just gives you a really healthy look. So I've been using this a lot this month and really loving it. So the next thing is a dry shampoo by Amica, and this was a salon brand that is now available in Sephora, and my stylist told me about this. The smell, oh my gosh, the smell of this stuff. It's a little bit musky, it's floral, it's got a touch of fruit. I think it's not too much. I usually prefer stuff that isn't scented, but this just really makes your hair smell so clean without like really being perfumey. And actually the scent of this stuff has been so popular that they've come out with like a room scent as well. It smells so good. So this has sea buckhorn berry. It's for all hair types. It does leave a slight white cast, so it is one of the ones that's not completely clear, and you'll have to go in and like kind of massage it in and work that out. But I love this because it never gets sticky. You could do this like 2 and 3 days in a row and it just never gets that like build up feeling. It's still like total, like your hair feels like you totally brush it, run your hands through it, you know, like on the second or third day sometimes it feels so sticky, just stiff. This never makes my hair feel like that. And so I've really been loving it this month. And now that it's available at Sephora, you don't even have to get it through a salon. Okay, so my next favorite are brushes from Morphe, and honestly, I'm not the biggest Morphe fan. I feel like they have some really great products. As I was saying, they have some really great products. Some of them are awesome. Some of them, when I've tried them, I'm just like, what is the hype? I do not get it. So they were having a sale and I got a few brushes, and of the ones I got, I have been loving these. These are actually the same brush. I just bought two and they're just fantastic. So this is the E36, and this is just like a really small tapered brush. This is perfection for under the eyes, like blending things out, laying down color. It's just perfection. And then also I love this for like really getting into the crease and doing detail work. It's just soft enough and it's just fine enough to where you can really get into the crease and darken things up around the corners, and just all the way in. I just really have been loving this one. I'm really glad I got two of them. And then the next one is the M506, and it is not as densely packed as the other one. It's a bit more fluffy, but this one I love because I have hooded eyes. I like to lay down color on the hood to make it recede. So this is just the right size for me, just to get in there and just right in there and then blend it out without like getting dark color everywhere, but to really lay it down so you can still see it. Like, it's just a fantastic size for me. And it's just really good right up there to the brow bone to blend things out. This is also another good one that just really, even if you don't have any color on it, blends those edges really well without taking away a whole lot of color because it's so fluffy. It's awesome. So these two brushes are, well, three, but two types of brushes have been three of my favorites this month. Okay, next I have a palette from Butter London, and this is in the set Natural Charm, and I got this during Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty, and this palette just screams fall to me. Like, this is just like the ultimate fall palette. I have been using this non-stop this month, and in fact it's what I wore in my last video on my eyes as well. This color right here, especially this olive green, I don't know what it is, the last like couple months I've been obsessed with olive green, obviously. And I was searching for an olive green eyeshadow that did not have like a ton of shimmer in it, or the mattes that I found just kind of look muddy, or they actually like translated as gray once you put them on, and then the other ones just had way too much shimmer in it, which I can't put like on the heaviest hood of my eye. So this is more of like a satin, and it just, I can use it all over my eye just fine. It's not too shimmery, it's not too shiny. But oh my goodness, these two colors right here, let me swatch this for you though. This green is just gorgeous. And it really translates as green, like olive green, as opposed to like a kind of a brownish gray. And then this color right here, this gold, oh my gosh, I love using these together. Just beautiful. And then the pink in here is great. And then these mattes blend beautifully. This is the first thing I've ever purchased from Butter London, actually, and I was really impressed. There is a good deal of fallout with these, but the colors are just beautiful. I mean, this is fall in a palette. Love it. Love it. Okay, I also have a food favorite this month. Surprise, surprise. I love food every month. But this is actually from Trader Joe's, and it's the pumpkin spice chai. 'Tis the season for all things pumpkin spice, and I love it. I'm one of those people who loves not everything. I'm looking at you, pumpkin ice cream. But this is one of the things that I obsess over whenever they bring this out. I love chai tea. My go-to drink at Starbucks is no water chai with coconut milk. We have a family friend that I grew up with who's from India, and she makes the most amazing chai. Like, the balance of milk and sugar and tea, everything is perfection. And so I love chai tea. This is just kind of like, you know, a really added bonus with the pumpkin in it. It's not overwhelming. All you have to do is add hot water. And it comes out creamy and it's just delicious. This is one of the things that when Trader Joe's brings it out in September or October, I have to buy several cans of it. It's just the best. So yummy, so yummy. And then another thing I've been loving this month is the fact that fall TV is back. I'd be interested in hearing what you guys watch. I love that Poldark is back. I'm not real happy with Ross right now. I'm not going to spoil anything. But yeah, I love that Poldark is back. And let's see what else. Once Upon a Time, which is one of those shows that you're like embarrassed to tell people you like because it's so cheesy. And I was never one of those people growing up who loved Disney princesses. I always liked the villains more. Actually, well, the villains got better clothes. The heroines always had better hair, but the villains always had better clothes, and I wanted the clothes. Anyway, I was never a big Disney princess fan, but something about Once Upon a Time, the way they like kind of twist the stories, and some people who you thought were good guys are bad guys, I love that. So I like that that show's back, as corny and cheesy as it is. The Blacklist, I love that as well because James Spader is amazing. And I keep hearing people say I should be watching This Is Us. Has anybody watched it? What do you guys think? Like, I have a feeling I'm going to cry a lot. And I always cry at Call the Midwife, and I can't have another show that like I know I'm going to cry every weekend. So tell me if you think it's worth it, if anybody out there has seen it. So anyway, that's what I've been loving. Hope you guys had a great September. Hope you have a fantastic October. And I will see you later. Bye.